So I'm here in Montauk by the train station. As you can see right here. I haven't been here in 3 years. And it's funny because one time I came here one night really drunk by myself and I took the train all the way from where I'm from. Which is probably like it's far away, I don't know how long. But this bench, I laid down on this bench at like 1 or 2 in the morning or sometime really late at night. It was all by myself. And there was this disgusting webs that is still there from like 3 years ago. And I was here because I got really drunk and I was actually going to commit suicide one night. And I didn't actually attempt it, but I had like a bunch of pills on me too. And I thought, like, if that doesn't work, then maybe I'll just lay down on the train tracks. But it was so late at night that the train wasn't coming. So I literally just laid on that bench and just like didn't really do anything. I don't know. And then eventually I walked all the way to like Bridgehampton or East Hampton, which took so many hours. Like it was probably like 11 a.m. the next morning. And I got here at like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So yeah. I'm just kind of chilling here for the day. I'm not going to commit suicide, don't worry. I'm past that. Stronger than that. But it's just funny coming back here, because like I'm not angry or suicidal or anything like that, but just coming back here and like looking at this place, like I'm in a very like different emotional state. It's like nowadays I'm trying to actually like fix my problems rather than like just trying to get away from it. Like, I'm trying to be happy in spite of the fact that I have problems. But I don't know, it's just so weird coming back here. It's like cool though. Like I want to say it brings back good memories, but I was in such a bad state of mind. But it's like oddly like nice being back here. And like it's not the middle of the night, so there's like people actually here. They just got on the train, and here's my car. And maybe I'll make more of this video later. You know, I really like making videos. It feels like I'm talking to someone who would be interested in what I have to say. And it's like very therapeutic. I'm on the beach right now. You know, I don't know if I could really call myself like crazy or sane anymore. Because I've convinced myself one of those words at different points in my life, off and on. But if I can really be honest, I just don't know. It's like I don't know what life is. I don't want to force anyone to believe that, because then I'd be sounding like I know what it is. Because why would I say it like I'm right? You know? So it's like, am I really sane or crazy? I don't think anybody's really either. 'Cause no one knows what it is. But I feel like people do feel like interested in the things I have to say. The way that I think and like see the world, interpret it. I think a good way of like describing it is like if someone told a classroom that I was in to like draw a flower, most people would draw like one person draws like a rose, someone draws a tulip, a daisy, a sunflower, a dandelion, and so on. But like the way that I think and like express things, what I would do to like explain this is that I would like draw a guy kneeling down giving his lover a flower with like the sun out and like there's little animals around it and it's like in a park or like a nature preserve or somewhere like naturey. Like I would add more to it. Like it seems like I'm just making things up because like that's more than like the assignment. But like there's more like thought and like it's like more emotional. Like you feel it. Like I put more thought into it. I mean, now literally, if I was in the classroom and someone told me to do that, I may not do that because like I don't like being in school. I don't like being told like do this because I'm telling you to. But I mean, like, I might actually. Who knows? I would have to actually be in the classroom to know. But I'm sure I've done stuff like that. But I think a similar thing is like that John Lennon quote or whatever. His teacher asked him when he was a kid he or she asked him, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he said, I want to be happy. And she told his mother or father he doesn't understand the assignment. And he responded by saying that she doesn't understand life. And that's kind of like what I'm like trying to get at, sort of. It's like you answer things in a different way, or like it's like very different than how others would answer it. Like it's a different interpretation and perspective. And I mean, I'm not saying everybody who's like giving a different interpretation they're all like the same people, because the whole point of being like different and kind of like out of the ordinary isn't about being like a certain group of people. So like, although different people aren't actually the same as all the other different people, but all the normal people are the same as all the other normal people. Like, it's a weird way to put it, but I feel like that's kind of true. So I'm not saying I don't get along with like other different people. Like, I get along with normal people too. If I'm like one-on-one with a person, I can probably get along with just about anyone. I like making videos just to like get this stuff out of my head. So I can't just keep like thinking about it. I used to like talk about this kind of stuff with random people. Like sometimes I would go to New York City at like a bar or whatever, and just have a conversation with like some other like drunk people. And I just start getting like deep and like stuff like that, and they would like it too. Like sometimes when I'm sober, I tell myself that other people wouldn't like to hear what I would have to say because they would think it's boring or uninteresting, or like, well, yeah. They like just wouldn't be interested, or like creeped out maybe. And you know, to an extent that's true. Some people are just like creeped out by like deeper stuff. But like, I don't know. Like I told this one kid at a bar in the city one time in Manhattan that when you like, oh nice lightning. I wish I got that, but. It's like, sometimes there's things that most people are like really afraid of, but like, when I see something like that, I told him in this exact words, I'm like, I like to take a bull by the horns. And he'll love that kid. He kept telling me, he's like, I like what you say. He's like, you take a bull by the horns. And then I was talking to this old guy one time, in the same bar. This was the same night. And I don't remember what we were talking about, but we had a really good conversation. And even one time in my own town, I went to a bar, and I met this one kid. He was dressed like very odd. Like he had these plaid pants, and I don't remember his shirt, but it was like weird. And we were just talking. We started talking about like religion and stuff. Nice lighting. And he was kind of like he wasn't like avoiding me, but he was just like just going with the flow. Like he was talking to other people. He went to go get a drink. He wasn't like very hooked on what I was saying. But I'm like, that's fine. I didn't really care that much about it. Then I told him like I play the harp, and he's like, wait, yo, you're a cool dude. He's like, I just told him, yeah, I just like to walk around and just like play my harp wherever I go. And he's like, yeah, that's odd. Like you just do that by yourself, like with nobody. I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, I just like doing that. With a cup. So. I wish I could have like got that kid's number because he was cool to talk to. Yeah. I have my harp with me right now, but it's in my car and I don't feel like getting it out. and I picked up a book a few days ago. I'll bring it out right now. We'll just put this shit down. It's Remember, Be Here Now. This was called Be Here Now by Ram Dass. I heard of this book a long time ago, but I never actually bought it. I've always wanted to buy it. And I know that Ram Dass is like a pretty down-to-earth, spiritual kind of guy, because like he doesn't get lost in like the weird stuff aspect of it, all that stuff. It's more about just like living in the moment, stuff like that. And I was reading it before, and it kind of did like bring me in the moment, but like at the same time I was like reflecting on like why I am the way that I am. And I did start to get a little confused, because like I feel like I listen to other people like too much, that like I don't listen to myself, and I don't really value myself. I don't know, it's weird. I've also been told that I'm too hard on myself, which I can actually start to see that now. Because like, I am actually like very hard on myself. Like, I try to go far more than like 100% on things. That actually like starts to make me kind of angry and like almost paranoid that I'm like not putting in enough effort, or that I'm doing something wrong when I'm actually doing more than what's expected, I guess. I don't know. Even though there's not too many people that watch my videos, I know some of you guys come back and always leave me a comment. There's like a few of you guys. And I actually really appreciate that, because it does feel good. And I know, Kevin, if you're watching this, which you probably will, we're definitely going to chill one day when you come to America. It's just that for the next, I don't know, maybe next few weeks or a couple months, I just need time by myself to just relax, like, because I'm leaving my job, and I just need to, like, just take some time off from, like, being around lots of people at once, and kind of, like, being in the same, like, situation every day. Just to, like, center myself and really figure out what I want to do. And I've thought about a few things, like, I want to focus on giving, like, guitar lessons, music lessons, and then after that I'll do piano lessons, and then after that I'll do harp lessons. But I'm going to start out small with like guitar lessons, like just a private tutor. I'll be like at home, they come to my house in the living room or whatever. And then I want to read more into like small business, because I'm possibly thinking about opening up a store that sells like almost like a metaphysical kind of store, like related to like spiritual things, like books, jewelry, clothing, just stuff like that. And I've had thoughts maybe like, if it does go well, then maybe I'll open up like a small cafe attached to it with like little snacks and like smoothies and whatever. Because I like smoothies and snacks. Yeah. So I feel like for a while it's just been like I just live just to see another day, and I just do the same stuff. Like I just go to work and like nothing's like happening. I used to be a very different person from the past like month and a half or so, 2 months. But that's like changing. So yeah. Maybe I'll continue this later, but if not, peace.